Good evening, everybody. Today I will be talking about the history of alarm clocks. This is my speaking outline, and this here is my audience. The most annoying sound in the morning that ruins and starts your day, but without it, it would be hard to be punctual. This is the alarm clock. Without this mechanism, we might be late for our daily routines that we might go through every day. I have researched all about alarm clocks, and I have owned plenty of alarm clocks in my short time on Earth. And my favorite alarm clock that I've had is my SpongeBob alarm clock that sings the fun song. If you guys watch SpongeBob, you guys would be able to tie with me to understanding what that is. The alarm clock has evolved over time, and now almost everybody in the world owns one and uses it almost every day. Today I'll first tell you how alarm clocks have come into existence and how the looks and models have changed over time. Now that I have briefly mentioned alarm clocks, let's first begin with the first alarm clock known to man today. The first alarm clock was made in 250 BC by the ancient Greeks, brewed in 1979. Water clocks were first known alarm clocks. They were used by triggering, something would fall on the trigger to make water fall and go through the holes, which created a whistling sound. The first mechanical alarm clock was introduced in the 14th century, history of alarm clocks. These alarms were not for home use, instead they were used for public use. It would typically be a bell toll or any kind of loud sound that would tell you what time of day would be, usually striking at noon or every hour to specify what time of day it was. You can see these in older towns where these still exist today. The first small mechanical alarm clock was credited to Taki al-Din from the Turkish Empire, crystallinks.com. The first patent alarm clock for sale was in 1847, latest 1983, by Antoine Rader, was credited for the first patent alarm clock for sale. Adjustable alarm clock. These were adjustable alarm clocks that could wake you up at any time. 1870s was a big time for alarm clocks, and they were sold in very large quantities. The Seth Thomas Clock Company made a patent in 1876 which sold bedside alarm clocks to homes, which made it even more popular for home uses, and they were more smaller and compact. The first American clock, Sagvold 2004, was invented by Levi Hutchins in 1787. This alarm clock was made to wake him up at 4 a.m. every morning, because he made it to ensure that he woke up every morning for work, that he had to be at work at 5 a.m. Now that I've told you a little bit about alarm clocks and how they come into existence, let's talk about how they've changed over time. As civilization and technology continues to grow, so does our alarm clocks and everything else that we own. Ancient alarm clocks come in arrays of shapes and sizes. Land's 1983. They came in eggs, skull sizes, crystal shaped, and bowl shaped as well. Of course, in ancient times they didn't have digital alarm clocks, so the alarm clocks' sounds were different, and the timing of how the alarm clocks worked were different as well. In the ancient times, it was typically whistle sounds instead of buzzing or beeping noises. Typical alarm clocks today. Today's typical alarm clocks, of course, like I've mentioned, make a buzzing or beeping sound. Other alarm clocks can be controlled through the radio, and you can turn the radio on to wake you up in the morning so that you will not be woken up by a harsh noise in the morning. There is also a snooze button on today's alarm clocks. The alarm today are not just alarm clocks on alarms, and they're being put in cell phones, computers, and watches as well. In conclusion, the alarm clock has evolved over time, and now almost everybody owns an alarm clock in the morning to ensure that they wake up. Today I've told you how alarm clocks came into existence, and second, how alarm clocks' looks and purposes have changed over time. Next time you wake up in the morning to a buzzing or beeping sound, you can credit the many men who have invented alarm clocks to ruining a great night's sleep. Thank you to my audience that's come out, and everybody have a great day.